esta plataforma veo el grabado de la piedra. Lo que no sé es qué hay detrás de la piedra, si habrá distintos de grandes.
My name is Rangel. Rangel, R-A-N-G-E-L, like an angel, but with an R. Please,
Yeah.
if you have any question, please.
Like an angel with
Like
the
an
R.
angel.
I am a demon.
I wouldn't want to be that.
This is the main entrance,
Yeah.
but the exit is over here. We can go right the exit straight ahead, and you're going to appear where the bathrooms are, and then to your left, we're going to find the parking lot, right? It's mandatory to use all the time the masks inside. Inside we have some guards checking, observing if we are using the mask. If they observe we are not using masks, they will invite us to go outside. But I always recommend you can take off the mask all few seconds just for pictures.
Oh, okay.
And the driver told me that 2 hours right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain. We're gonna show the most important section for about 2 hours.
Right.
In each temple that I'm gonna explain you, I'm gonna give you time for pictures, right? So this means explanations of temple pictures, another temple, another time for pictures. The idea is that you don't get lost. That's why in and out together. I'm gonna show you the most important section. Please, if you have any
Oh, look
questions.
at the, is that mango?
No.
What is that? I mean, avocado?
No.
What is it?
If you open this, has something like a cotton inside.
Sabor?
Like a cotton. Cotton.
Oh,
They use for embroidery. For cloth. For cloth.
oh.
Canvas.
Oh, that's good.
So you've been here.
Yes.
How many
About
years ago?
7 years, I think. 7 years ago.
Did you went for the sacrificial is? The
We went-
sacrificial well?
I don't think we did. No.
I'm gonna show you
All
today.
right. Yeah, we went with a big group, a big tour bus from Cancun, like 50 people.
Gallo, let's go. Let me show you right here. Arturo. Hey, next stop. Today, Chichen Itza, it's divided in 3 different parts, 3 different groups or cities. Because this is according to different periods of constructions. North side, the place that we're going to visit, central side, and the south part. According with some investigations, archaeologists say that first Mayan people built the south part of Chichen Itza from the year 300 AD to 600 AD. Central side 600 to 900. And the north side 900 to 1225. 1225 is the last date that archaeologists found here in the north side. And today, according with some excavations, archaeologists discovered that first Mayan people built here in the north side, just here in the north side, a quadrangular platform, a stone platform, and upon this platform, they built temples north side, north side. And take a look here. This is the original level of ground, and take a look at the platform up there. It's higher, right? So that is the place where high class built. Also, the north side had a wall. We can see part of the wall that was covering the north side for 2 different purposes. The first one is avoid attacks of the other tribes. The second one, divide the social class. High class inside, low class outside. So this is part of the wall that was covering the north section, and the platform where high class lived. So we'll wait for the other guy.
Oh, just some
Have to pay to sell it? Or,
Nothing.
or because they're local, it's free for them?
We call illegal. Illegality. I can explain later.
Oh.
This way. Did you hear for any chance how native people pronounce the name of this place?
No,
listen.
the Mayan language? No.
The name of this Chichen Itza. Listen, sometimes people say in English like this, Chichen Itza, Chichen Itza, or like my wife, always with 3 tequilas, she say, chicken pizza, chicken pizza. Yes. Always when she's drunk.
He's drunk.
In Spanish, sounds like this, Chichen Itza. But remember, this name is not in Spanish, it's in the Mayan language.
Yeah.
And the real pronunciation in the Mayan language is this one.
Wow.
This is the real.
Did you guys listen to what he just said? How the Mayan pronouncing it?
Chichen Itza.
Oh, that's how the Mayans say it?
Can you repeat it?
Chichen Itza.
Very bad. This name has 2 different meanings because this is according to different archaeologists. Some archaeologists say that the meaning of chi, it's mouth. Chen is the sinful, the sacred well, sacrificial well we have here in this place in this city. It means sorcerers, magicians, and hot water.
And hot water?
Water. Chen is hot. In the mouth of the well of the sorcerers or magicians of the world.
Oh.
But other archaeologists say that the most
Look at that
acceptable
bird's nest.
is a nest.
That is a bird's nest.
Is the nest. According how strong is the nest, it's gonna be the force of the hurricane that we will have. According how hard is the nest, means the force that the hurricane will have to the nest.
Oh.
So the most acceptable meaning about the name is this one. Chi mouth, N is the sinkhole, the sacred well, and Itza. Itza, it's the name of the tribe, the people, the family, the rulers that live here. Chichen Itza, in the mouth of the well of the Itza family. So let's find a seat over here. Hey.
Has it been slow tourism in this area because of COVID?
They closed this place.
Oh.
Yes, 8 months was closed.
Oh, wow.
8 months. Calendar we are using nowadays has 365 days, right? It's divided in 12 months, 28, 29, 30, and 31 days. Mayan calendar has 365 days too, but divided in 18 months with 20 days. 18 times 20, 360. And they have another extra month with 5 days. For the Mayan people, those extra days are still today, because still today are using this calendar, are like a day off, unlucky days. Still today, Mayan descendants think that during those days the gods are fighting with the demons, with Satan. So during those days they are practicing rituals to have the protections of the gods for 365 days. This Mayan calendar with 365 days, it's right here. This is the Mayan calendar, and this is the biggest calendar around this planet. This is a 3D calendar, the representation of Mayan. And maybe you are wondering where the calendar is, because it's stone on the side, right? A bunch of stones. Where the calendar is. So here's all the temple, it's calendar. Let me describe it. This temple has 4 different staircases. Each staircase is located in each cardinal point. So each staircase has 91 steps. 4 times 91, 364. Plus the platform, the temple of there, 365 days. But 365 days divided in 18 months with 20 days. Where the 18 months are? Take a look at the right side. On the right side, we can see 9 platforms, one upon the other. 9 on the right side, 9 in the other side, 8. 18 months with 20 days. Where the 20 days of the month are? Take a look up there in the top of the temple, very top in the roof. There are 4 tiny pieces of stones, different shapes and sizes. Can you see those stones in the top? Yes. In total, we're 5 in each side of the temple. By the way, today are broken because take a look here. Those stones had the shape of a quadrangular G. The shape of G represented for the Mayan people symbol of communication, symbol of the Milky Way, symbol of the snake, and symbol of the wind. 5 G's or 5 stones in each side of the temple. 4 times 5, 20. The 20 days of the month. But remember, they have another extra month with 5 days. The unlucky days, where the 5 extra days are. Take a look up there. Above the entrance, there's a face, there's a mask of the rain god named Chag. Can you see the face up there?
Yeah.
Take a look upon the face. Upon the face, upon the mask, there are 2 lines around the temple. Down the face, down the masks, 3 lines around the temple representing the 5 extra days. So, 365 days, the Mayan calendar here in front of us. Señores, the name of this calendar is this one. This is the name of the calendar, is not the name of the temple. The name of the calendar is this one. HAB. H-A-A-B. HAB. This means civil. And señores, still today, Mayan descendants use this civil calendar for agriculture. But I have something else because I'll tell you this temple is not just a calendar. Also, Mayan people had a cycle of life with 52 years. 52 years. They thought, Mayan people thought that every 52 years the gods arrived here for destroying everything. So they thought that every 52 years the gods arrived here for destroying and see this life empty. But after when they observed after this period of time, after these 52 years, they observed that the sun appeared again. They observed that the stars were in the same position. In that moment, señors, also in that moment, Mayan people thought that the gods gave another opportunity to live. Another 52 years, another cycle of life for to live. Well, also Mayan people gave things that the gods really need a chance to live. But here the question is how to please the gods, how to say things at the gods. Well, in this case, they renew everything. All things for new things. For example, they changed old platforms for new platforms, all the pottery for new pottery, figures of idols for other figures, and take a look here. Because something really important discovered by archaeologists is that every 52 years, the most important temple they had in that moment, just the most important temple they had in 52 years, take a look here. They reused that temple and they built one on top. Like this picture in that temple. That temple has another inner temple, another substructure. I'm gonna show you later on back there on the other side the entrance that was used for this. And the 52 years, the cycle of life that Mayan people had, that's right here, represents here in this temple too. Because take a look at the right side, the first platform down there on the right side. In the first platform, we can see here 3 inner panels or 3 sunken panels. Just let's count just the sunken panels. In the first platform, down there we have 3. Take a look at the second platform. We have 3 inner panels too. In the third, we have 3 inner panels. In the fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, we have 3. But take a look at the last one up there. Only 2 sunken panels.
Or the top?
Yes. So remember, we have 9 platforms, but 8 of them with 3 sunken panels. So take a look at this. 3 times 8, 24. Blue stop there, 26. 26 on the right side, 26 on the other side, 52. The cycle of life, the Mayan. Something else? Let me show you this beautiful animal. Still today, we consider it as a hollow bird.
Oh, that's what I hear?
No. Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the sound of this bird. It's different. Take a look. The name of this kind of bird, Quetzal, the famous Quetzal. It's still today. It's a hollow bird for mine. The same as for everybody that today lives here in this place. It's a toy. It's a whistle.
Yeah.
It's a whistle. The name of this bird, Quetzal, the famous Quetzal, but take a look at the feathers. because the feathers of this Quetzal were used only for the high priest, like symbol of beauty and power. Señores, this is incredible because exactly right here in front of this stairway, we're going to listen to the sound of this Quetzal. So, ready for tour?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna explain something here in front of the steps.
I should have put my hair up.
What all that was surrounded, I'm protecting. Why? Because was the center. This main center was the science, the religion. Listen, my friend. You hear?
Yeah.
One, two. Listen. This is the sound that
Don't do it for me.
God is gone. This is the sound that brackets are produced. This sound is studied by the NASA. According with the NASA, this sound reproduces 1,500 vibrations per second. Sometimes people say that the name of this sound is echo. But remember the echo,
Yeah,
is
echo.
the repetition of the sound several times. Echo, echo, echo. Listen to this. There's no echo here. This only once. That's some kind of... The name of this sound? Acoustic.
Acoustics.
By the way, today we're going to have the opportunity to hear echo in our temple. So you're going to hear the difference between repetition of the sound several times and this one that is once. Remember, this is the sound that the bird itself produced. For the sound studied by the NASA, according with the NASA, the sound reproduced 1,500 vibrations per second. Would you like a picture here in this temple?
Yes. Oh, you want to take a picture?
Snake head.
All right.
There is the entrance right there. For the visit your temple, I'm gonna talk about that entrance. Temple of the Waters, Temple of the 1,000 Pillars, and the famous ball for it.
How many tours do you do a day?
Just one. Nowadays we are in the low tourist season. We work
Lottery season?
low
Season.
Low,
Oh,
yes. We work twice, 3 times a week.
uh,
That's it. When it's the high tourist season, we work 7 days a week.
when is it high tourist?
March, April,
All right.
then July, August, and after that, December, January, February.
All right.
Right here, right here, right here. In the high tourist season, we try to work 7 days a week. Support the low season. No. 46 different snakes, and the snake here is representing the Mayan culture. The name of this platform, can you see the laser light?
No, where? Oh, yeah, right there.
The name of this platform, Eagles and Jaguars platform, right? Señores, Eagles, Jaguars. We have a lot of Jaguars here still today. So the Jaguars representing Mayan culture too. The spots in the skin representing the cosmos, the stars, and the Milky Way. All the thrones that archaeologists found here are in a jaguar's shape. Remember, the throne inside has a jaguar shape is representing power used only for the high priest. So the jaguars representing Mayan culture. But
So,
eagles
what other kind of jewelry do they find?
around all this place. Different kind of from Guatemala we have the jade, right? Sent per Mexico, obsidian. The two most important.
There go iguanas right there.
Obsidian. Oh, look.
Obsidian and jade. By the way,
Obsidian.
do you know which one is the hardest mineral around this planet?
What?
Do you know which one is? The hardest mineral around this
Oh,
planet?
the hardest mineral on the planet. Let me think. What, a diamond?
Diamond.
Yeah.
The sharpest?
What is the sharpest now?
Obsidian.
Obsidian. They use the obsidian for sacrificial knives,
Oh,
for
yeah.
surgeries like scalpel. Just 15 years ago, in especially in private hospitals, they used obsidian like scalpel, sharpest than the scalpel.
Wow.
In the ancient times, they used for some kind of surgeries. They used like a mirror, and they used like a sunglass for to observe the eclipses.
Oh, wow.
Well, eagles. Here in this place, we have no eagles. Eagles came from the center of Mexico, where the mountains are, highlands for the eagle. Right here, they visit there. Conquerors are right here, and they observe the temples of Platons, had paintings, carvings, these ones, human skulls up here, or snakes in temples, and they thought that were cities built in honor of Satan. Remember, the idea of that
That old
time,
demon.
the idea of that time was to introduce the cattle religion here. That's why they did everything. But when the conquerors arrived at San Diego de Landa, the second most important bishop here, the only one that had the opportunity on that time, 1564, to destroy it in only one day, more than 5,000 Mayan codex. Codex were books where the people paid. They have the most important information, present, past, future informations. Survived all three of these books. One is in the city of Dresden, Germany, the other one Madrid, Spain, and the other one Paris, France. No one here, Mexico. Can you see the red color?
Yeah.
There is like a jaguar right there. Above the jaguar, there are three circles. The one on the left has the blue color. Also above, another line of circles. So another one with a blue color. All the temples were totally painted inside and outside. They used a technique for to paint known as frescos. They covered the temples with stucco and they paint.
They covered this with stucco?
Yes, and they paint upon the stucco. But they wait for the precise moment that when the stucco was fresh and getting dry. In that precise moment, they paint. And the stucco absorbs the color and lasts for years. Let me show you the biggest ball field in all the Maya land.
It's like a big
Elbows, hip, and knees. Parts of the body that they used for hit the ball.
Right.
And the right hand, a racket for touch the ball at the beginning of the routine. But take a look at the last one. The seventh one. Take a look at the position. Because if you see, this one is kneeling, but no head. The head. From the neck, once again, number 7. 7 snakes.
What's that little bitty head?
This is like it's ornament.
Oh.
It's not the face,
Why he
not the
doesn't
head.
have a head?
I'm gonna show you where the head is.
Oh, okay.
No head. From the neck, once again, number 7. 7 snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 snakes representing the blood for fertilize the field, the land, the milpas. Take a look at the snake that is right here in the middle, this one. Because if you see this snake become a plant, so for the kind of flowers up here and the fruits down here, it's representing the squash. The green in nature The blue, the scared water. The red, the blood for fertile the field, the land, the milpas. And the yellow, the sun and the principal food for the Mayan people. Gallo, suerte esto. The corn, right? The first contact Mayan and conquerors was in the year 1517 and was in Tulum. One of the bishops that arrived in the ships wrote in his book, we found a stone city covered with brilliant colors. Just imagine to find all this covered with brilliant colors. He compared that city, Tulum, with the city of Sevilla in Spain for the colors. Something else about this temple I was forgetting.
When did they refine it? They found this again, right? What year was that?
Chichen Itza?
Yeah.
1839. John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catwood, the first explorers that arrived here. John Lloyd Stevens, American lawyer. Frederick Catwood was an artist, a painter. Together arrived here, 1839.
What were they looking for?
He was for vacations here, John Lloyd Stevens, but he was hearing in Merida that the people, Mayan people, need to cross by some stone cities to get where they were working.
Mm-hmm.
He was hearing that, and he was interested in to see those stone cities. He told the people, "Can I go with you?" Of course. We're traveling by horses for some weeks. They arrived here. He arrived here, John Lloyd Stevens. 2 years later, he called to his best friend, Frederick Catwood, a Canadian painter. English painter. Together arrived here and they found this temple in this condition. This is a painting of Frederick Catwood. They arrived here. This snakehead is that one. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
So the first explorers that arrived here, John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catwood, years later they sold a book, and thanks to this book, this planet knew about another culture. The name of this book, Incidents in the Travel at Yucatan, by John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catwood. Right now, let me show you that hole. So, usually as a tourist people, we walk like this. Taking pictures, filming, or with a tablet, or with a stick, right? But we never saw where we are walking. Maybe you remember when you're right here 7 years ago, that hole. Right there was where those girls are. It's a stone. Always people were walking back there, but they never saw the stones and fall down. Archaeologists decided to remove that stone for avoid more accidents. We're gonna show this one. There's another stone right there. Take a look.
30 back then.
There's another stone right there.
Yeah, okay.
And one's right here, outside. So let me show you this one.
So you mentioned earlier about the vendors. They don't have to pay anything.
No, they are illegally here. They don't pay taxes, they don't pay ticket admissions. We know that they are paying $5 each one per week. That means $20 per month. They are more than 2,000. How much is that? Managers of Chichen Itza are like a 6. So all the money is for the managers that are here in Chichen Itza for to be blind, for don't see what is happening here. Because it's those Mayan descendants are in disagree with this. This is a holy ground. And this is the stone. Always people were around here walking, filming, they never saw the stones, fall down. For avoid more accidents, archaeologists decided to remove this stone. 5 months cleaning around for remove it. They observed that this is not just a stone. It's a circular pillar with 6 meters deep. 4 years later, exploring around, they discovered a few temples. Take a look, some temples. And there is a iguana right there.
Yeah.
Right there. All right. So, another temple right here. So this means in this moment we're walking on Mayan Sea. There's Mayan Sea underneath right here. But how this is possible? Remember, At the beginning, it was mentioned that the north side was built upon a stone platform. Also, it was mentioned that we have two cultures here, my culture and the Celtic culture. My people were peaceful people. They never practiced sacrifices. This stone platform was used for this kind of ritual. Take it. The best warrior was killed. The best. Always the best for the gods. Remember the ball field? The winner kept and was killed. In the sacrificial well, archaeologists found 224 human skeletons, all of them representing people of the high class. Only the high class, the best people had the honor, the opportunity for to go with the gods. And in this way, the best warrior was killed. And technically, because in this way, in this position, it's easier to pull out the hurt. And they put the hurt up there in the middle of the chapel, like offerings for the gods. And exactly after this.
Where did they do that at? Where do they cut them up on the backside?
On the backside, in the table, in the stone table. And after that, they remove the heart and they put the heart up there in the middle of the idol. Exactly after this ritual, Mayan people were expecting for the answer of the gods. Exactly after this ritual, we're going to have this other phenomenon. Take a look here. Take a look where the sun is, where the sun appears, where the sun is posing for the picture. Exactly in the middle of the idol. And this is June 21st and December 22nd. June 21st, 5 with 10 minutes in the morning. December 22nd, 5 with 12 minutes in the morning. And this means in this temple we have equinoxes, in this other one solstices. Now take a look at this, because March 21st, it's here. June 21st, right here. September 22nd and December 22nd. So this means March, June, September, December, March, June, September, December. For the Mayan people was or is still today how the sun is moving in different